There's not a dream in this world you can't accomplish or grasp.
Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Kaveh's in a mood. It's school morning. He's in a mood because again he wants to get out. I'm gonna let him out, but it's 7:57. School doesn't start till 8 o'clock. He just wants to stand up and just why?
8 actually.
What's the time?
7:58.
Okay, sorry, 7:58. Okay, yeah, sorry, 7:58.
That's low.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna let him out now. You can see I'm in a good mood this morning. Feel a bit calmer. Yesterday I had this Zoom call, which I will share with you lot when I get back home, because I'm just going to drop him off now. So I'll share with you lot when I get back home about the Zoom call. It was really, really, really good. I mean, if anyone's suffering with depression or anxiety or any kind of mental health issues, I would advise them to I'll share all the information, as I said before, where you can just join. You can do online things. Yesterday, as I said, I did a Zoom call, and it was really weird because, like there's a stigma about who suffers with mental health and da-da-da-da. But on this group call, there was all kinds of people. There was actually, I'm not going to start saying their whole, description, a husband and wife, and they were like in their 80s, but they were just so sweet, and like things that the husband was saying. And a lot of people, like, they live on their own. And I was just like, so you just think, let me give thanks for my children. Some of them are like, obviously in this time, like with corona, they're like, obviously they're isolated and they haven't really got anybody to talk to. And then you had to say like what you were grateful for. And I was just like, I'm grateful for, like, even if it's just like one of my friends where I know that I can just ring them. I'm grateful for my children. And then people were saying things like they're grateful for their back garden, and those things we take it as a joke. And it was like, I just want to sit in my garden and just relax. So yeah, I'll get back more into that. Let me just let him out. Say bye.
Guys, it's 8 o'clock. My school starts now.
Okay.
Mom, I said I wanted to talk to my friends.
Okay, all right.
But now it's too late.
No, you can go. Mr. Dawson probably hasn't opened the gate yet. He's late. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
So I've just got back home, and the funniest thing just happened to me. Well, it wasn't even that happened to me. Basically, I was driving and I saw these two schoolgirls couldn't get on the bus. And I don't know why, but at the time I didn't know why. So then I stopped and I was like, can't you get on the bus? And they looked at each other and they were like, no, the bus is full up. The bus driver said it's full up. So I was like, I'll drop you. And I was like, are you going to the school up there? And they were like, yeah. So I was like, then they said to each other, they kind of whispered to each other, I get it. Strangers pulling up and saying to get in my car. They're big girls. They said one is in year 10 and one's in year 11. I said to them, it's fine, like, just get in. I'm not going to kidnap you. And actually, I should have been scared for myself, because they were actually quite big younger ladies. So yeah, they got in my car. And I was just talking to them, and then obviously I dropped them to school, and then one of them said, don't tell my mum that I got in your car. Started laughing. But when they got out, I just thought to myself, do you know what? Like, I think when I was saying it, like yesterday I was talking, I was on a Zoom call, and the group that I'm with is called Action for Happiness, and it was the little things that we should be grateful for. And I was just actually grateful that I've got a car, that I was able to do a good deed for the day. It actually made me feel better about myself and better about things that's just going on. So I was just like, do you know what? It's not all that bad. So I left them. They got out and they were happy. They were like, they're going to get a detention if I never drop them. So it's those little things. And as I said, I was talking about the group that I've joined now. It's called Action for Happiness. So yesterday, as I said, we were on a Zoom call, and they were saying like what they do to just kind of reprogram your brain of not feeling anxious, or reprogram your brain of, not having depression. And it's not, as people are saying, it's not a quick fix. I said that before. It's not a quick fix. It's not going to be easy. It's like the little things where, like I said, that these people was talking about their garden, and I've got a garden and I don't make use of my garden. Yesterday I went for a walk with Tanisha, which was really nice, and I do that quite regular. And just to look at nature, and the people were saying like looking at nature, and then you'd think to yourself, this woman says she gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and goes to her local park, just her and the birds just sitting there, just to have a bit of peace. And it's also teach you just to take time for yourself as well. Having time for yourself. So it's September now, so it's called Self-Care September. And it's all about yourself, loving yourself and what you can do for yourself. And sometimes, like, as like single parents, we think, oh no, we've got to be always on the go, and we've got to do this and we've got to do that, and it makes us bad parents. And no, actually, if you just sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of the day, just sit on your own, the simplest things, go and do your nails, just go for a walk. It's those things that just, you know, just make it a bit more easier. It's never going to be perfect, and I shouldn't say never, because, you know, things will change if you just kind of change your mindset, which is a long process. It's not an easy process. It's bloody hard work. Do you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm never going to sugarcoat it. It's hard work. But again, it is a working process. It's something that you have to be willing to do. And as I said, on the group, it was just like, you'd think to yourself, like, these people, as I said, there was a husband and wife, and they looked like they're in their 80s. There was another lady. She just looked, I don't know, she just, I don't really know, but I quite liked her. I just got a vibe from her. She was really nice. And she was the one that was like, you know what, she used the word, like, if you just do really high intense exercise, you know, that kind of helps as well. She used the word for it. I can't remember what it is. I'll see if I can remember. I doubt it. But yeah, so then we had to talk at the end of what we're going to take away from the session. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to take away the fact of, I'm going to do some kind of exercise. Yeah, I do walking. And for the longest time, I keep saying I'm going to join Kabe's boxing class. The teacher's like, when are you coming, mum? When are you coming? And I think this has been a year and I ain't gone. So I'm going to try and go. It's going to be hard because of the time that the classes are. It's like 6 o'clock and I should be at home sorting Kabe out, getting ready, doing his homework and getting ready for bed. So, but again, it's just finding the balance. They said, oh, you can bring him, it's fine. He will sit in the little office with, you know, on his own or whatever. But I don't know if I really want to do it. So I might have to, I'm going to work it out because something has to give. I have to do something. So yeah, so right now I'm back home. I'm going to make some soup, because Kabe asks for soup, and when he asks for certain foods, I like to just give it to him because he's a fussy eater. So I just want him, I'm gonna go and make him some soup now, and then what's the time? Yes, early still. So hopefully I'll finish cooking that by 12 o'clock, and then I can I need to as well. I've got a book that I've been reading for ages, and even that, just try and just, you know, I want to read, I want to enjoy the book. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully, if I finish cooking the soup, it's not going to take long. And so that will be my day. But yeah, that's what I think the point I'm really trying to make is just, you know, just try and take a little time for yourself. Just, it's hard, and I get it. And in this time now, it's just, you know, people are like, oh yeah, but you've got a lot of time on your hands because we're self-isolating. But that doesn't just mean like just block everything out. And I mean, when I say take time for yourself, it could be like reading a book. Some people like baking. Just bake a cake, you know, just to kind of keep your mind occupied, because you have to. At least you have to try. So that's it, really. That's all from me to you. So I'm going to go. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and turn on post notification. And as I always say,